More than a demo, I want to tell the story of Carlos. He is the system administrator at Domino Toy Makers, and he's kind of jealous that Karen got all these applauses, right? So he said, okay, now what can I do as a system admin to make Domino Toy Makers be ready for the next chapter? Well, number one, operating costs. Domino Toy Maker is going to be making a ton of money by selling 10, the little robot, and the other one too. And this company wants to stay competitive at the same time. They want to make sure they are spending money where they have to spend it. So for that, two things that Carlos introduces is the new CentOS support. So he takes all the Domino servers running on Windows and migrate them to CentOS, which, as you know, is an amazing community-driven platform where we, IBM, we now officially support as a production environment. And on top of that, we use Docker, or he uses Docker, and now he's not only able to reduce the footprint, but also to update and optimize the maintenance of the Domino servers. So that's one win right there. Let's go after the next one, TCO, SLOs, SLAs. Given the upcoming demand, Carlos wants to make sure that the moment that, at 2 a.m. his time, an order is being created in, let's say, Australia, there is nothing going on the server, and the environment is going to be 24/7. So with that, he uses cluster symmetry and auto repair, where just in, I don't know, it took me like 2 minutes to set that up. So in less than 2 minutes, you can set up an environment where the moment that there is any type of database corruption, Domino will try to fix that problem by itself. And in the case of not being able to fix that specific database, it's going to pull a healthy copy from another member in the cluster in real time. Next morning, 6, 7 a.m., when he wakes up, he will know something happened, but he didn't have to do anything. On top of that, using cluster symmetry, the moment that he needs to scale, like add new servers to the environment, using cluster symmetry, and the admins in this room will know this, it takes about 1 second to add a Domino to a cluster. Now cluster symmetry will take care of making sure that all the required databases, the ones you define, will be properly deployed in that new server, in that new environment, again, without having to do anything manually. Thank you. We need to start coordinating, so when you applaud, I drink water. Okay, so next one. Let's talk about a centralized monitoring environment. So you guys all work for big companies. Many of you are system admin, and you know that you not only use Domino, you use so many other systems and servers in your environment. So now in Domino 10, slide, please. There you go. Now in Domino 10, we're introducing a new capability where we allow Domino to publish health, performance, and statistics to other environments like New Relic, Graphic, and many other platforms where, whatever you use, as long as we support it, whatever you use, now you will be able to have a consolidated view, not only of Domino, but of also every single other platform in your environment, all in one place. So finally, Carlos now fully understands his environment. Now he knows what they can and cannot do at Domino Toy Makers. So he says, okay, there are a couple of offices where the hardware is a little bit too old, and there are some other offices where, I don't want to have a new server right there. So what about cloud? Okay, so he looks at Domino Apps on Cloud for that, but before doing that, he goes back to Application Insight and uses the Insight functionality. That's kind of, I guess, where the name came from. And Insights, he now can look at the Domino databases, all of them, and in one view, he can fully identify which applications are cloud ready, meaning that he can take that application, move it to the cloud in 2 minutes, and voila, now that application is cloud ready, cloud enabled, without having to change a single line of code. Now, In your case, and this is not a good practice, and you don't have to say I did it, but sometimes developers, they actually hard code things like the name of the Domino server, or maybe IP addresses and stuff like that. Well, Insights actually tell you which applications need to be changed or might not be ready for cloud, and will also tell you which line of code you have to change. Okay? Now that Carlos went through all of that, thank you, there you go. Now that Carlos went through all of that, he's now able to move to Domino Apps on Cloud. So again, back to summary. Reduce cost, a new optimized environment, bulletproof, and 24/7, all with Domino 10 and Domino Apps on Cloud.